Hey guys, so I wanted to do a video kind of like as an encouragement video for people who are currently using Rocket Web Builder for their blogging. The nice thing about Rocket Web Builder is you're not using it just for blogging. You can create funnels, you can create landing pages, you can take or book appointments through Rocket Web Builder. Pretty much everything that you think other web softwares could do, Shopify, ClickFunnels, Wix. I mean, all these kind of different, softwares. Rocket Web Builder just combines everything together in a kind of cheaper, easier to use way than something like a WordPress, for example. So I figured as like a little source of encouragement for all the people who are currently using Rocket Web Builder, I'm just gonna kind of show behind the scenes what I did on this blog post. And also for the people who are currently in their blogging journey, creating niche sites and creating sites that are, geared around towards making money, generating passive income. This video kind of might help you get in that right mind frame around consistently doing the work. So one of the things I kind of wanted to point here is when you're creating a niche site, you're focusing on that niche, you're making content for that niche, you don't always have to come out with a new blog post each and every day. I think you should work towards your blogs every day, but I don't think that you have to create a brand new blog post every day. I think you have to work on really, really refining and making each blog post a little bit better, right? So for example, I'll just kind of show you here. If I go to cashcownichesites.com, we go to my website and I go over here to my blog, right? And let me get rid of this ad here. I click on the blog post that's a little more recent and we look through it here. And I think this blog post, I haven't done an exact measurement, but I think it has over 3,000 words, especially if we include things like the buttons, the different text here. But my goal when I create a blog post is not only to keep it engaging, so different images, different, graphics, different videos, but it's also to, have some size from an SEO standpoint to conquer all the different factors, the ranking factors. For those who don't know, if you don't know what the ranking factors are, go ahead, head over to the store here on our website, or actually just go to the homepage. And we have a lesson right here, Google ranking factors. It will teach you everything about what does Google actually look forward to kind of measuring on your site that determines you're in position 1, position 50, position 60, position 3, etc. So check that out. But anyways, a lot of the times I'm looking at making sure that I fulfill the things in the checklist. Am I doing enough? And a lot of the times the first requirement is topical authority. Topical authority originally comes from content. If we trace topical authority all the way back, even past backlinks, the first thing it starts with is content. That's the very, very first thing. All right. So I'm not going to rank on the high rankings if I don't have any kind of good content. Now, good content speaks for itself. It's the content that you're writing. It's what the articles are about. And so here I have a bunch of different headings. I have a bunch of different images. Something that I should improve on, like for this blog post, is kind of giving images alt tags. So what does that mean? What does that look like? Well, when people are searching for different images on Google, these images will pop up, which is a benefit, but that's not really the main source for alt tags. Alt tags are it was originally a function for people who are blind, believe it or not, who are using the internet. There's a description as to what the image actually is. So for example, this is a screenshot from my AdSense account. So I'll just type here. I'll go click here and then I'll go to the image, I'll hit edit image, right? So select the image description button and I'll type in AdSense earnings, something like that, right? And I'll go ahead up here and hit update. So I'll update my site and that will have that kind of information. So I included different things. So let me show you kind of how far I got and what I would look to edit in the future. So once again, in the next few days, I'll probably add a little bit to it, maybe fix some things, change some small things here and there. But this is kind of what you're looking at. So obviously I have my heading. I have my summary, which my summary is generated through AI based on the text that's in the post. So from this part all the way down, right? So pretty much all 3,000 plus words, I just click this button, create from post content, and it will take all the post content into consideration, and it will create for me a summary. All right. And this summary is just the function of it is right here. Let me show you. So on the front end of that blog, you have the information right here. So that's essentially what it is. Here I have a table of contents. I still didn't anchor it yet, so I still have to anchor it. For those who don't know what anchoring means, let me first... there we go. I have to fix the spelling of that. But anchoring, basically what it is when I have something like this, I hyperlink it, somebody clicks on it, and it automatically will scroll them down to a certain section of the blog post. So once again, these are things that make the website a little bit more interactive, a little bit better to use. But you get my point, is that I'm still working on fixing, improving, and adding to it gradually. And once that post becomes very, very good, I'll submit it to the Google Search Console and watch it rank over the next few weeks to the next few months, right? So here, introduction, some text, right? Basics of video. I put the YouTube chapters here just for context for whoever's watching the video, right? So that they don't click off. I want them to stay on the page as long as possible. And then half of this, I would say more than half, honestly. More than half of this whole entire article was written with AI. And the way I do it is literally right here in Rocket Web Builder. You click on anything, like click on text, and you hit this AI button. So I can hit generate text. So for example, if I go to, let's pick something that I did right with AI. Let's pick like this, right? So ideally, here's the game plan. Number 1, come up with a profitable niche. Number 2, map out products that you will sell. Number 3, like these are things, this is content that was written through AI. All I had to do was go over here, hit generate text, tell it what I wanted. So for example, if I'm reading through my content here, and let's say, and this article is about, let me show you what this article is about. It's about what is essentially a cash cow niche site. And I'm talking about my path to financial freedom, how it's been able to create a diversification of income for me. What I could say here is I could create an empty block, right? And then add in some text, and just in my head know that this is a conclusion for towards the end, right? And I can go over here and I can type in generate a conclusion based on thoughts around how passive income is necessary for people who want to live a financial freedom lifestyle. I am a blogger that focuses on creating niche sites, which are small micro blogs that generate a high income in ratio comparison to a larger site. Because my niche is much more specific, I can develop topical authority much faster than competitors, which leads to greater profits quickly. So this is just like an example, right? And I know I have spelling mistakes. That's okay. I'm just going to go over here and hit copy as an example. And the reason why I'm copying is just sometimes I might click a certain button or something and it might time out when I'm, expecting it to create the text for me. But there you go, generated text. So here it says, in conclusion, embracing passive income streams is crucial for individuals aiming to achieve financial freedom. As a niche site blogger, focusing on creating small microblogs that generate substantial income relative to larger websites can be highly advantageous. By honing in on specific niches, you can establish topical authority rapidly, outpacing competitors and increasing profits at an accelerated pace. This strategic approach not only allows for quicker monetization, but also sets the stage for a sustainable and lucrative online business model. So I could have that as a conclusion, right? And just like literally just leave that just the way it is and hit submit. So I have different pieces of content that are written here, right? And for those who don't have a certain idea as to how would you write your blog, like the table of contents, what kind of components, you can start off by literally just asking the AI to create a table of contents for you for a blog. So if your blog post was brand new, like let's say there is no text here, you could just literally scroll, create an empty block just the same way I did, and let's grab some text, and I could literally click on this, right? And I'll go over here to the AI, I'll hit generate text, and I'll say, generate a table of contents for a blog post on, let's just say, financial freedom blogging. Something like that. Like, it depends, obviously, what niche you're in, right? So I'll copy this, and I'll hit submit, and it will do that for me. Right. And once again, the reason, guys, why I copy the prompt that I'm giving the AI is because if for some reason it times out or, anything kind of goes wrong, I want to be able to not have to rewrite that entire prompt again. But there we go. So this is an example. Now, I personally don't need this, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete this. But this is a feature for anybody who's a paid user on Rocket Web Builder. So I'll just kind of show you what I'm talking about here. If we go to rocketwebbuilder.com, we go to pricing. If you're a paid user, paid subscriber, you have the AI built in, right? So you can join Rocket Web Builder and test it for free. You're not going to have the little AI feature that writes text for you. And vice versa, I mean, you can, or not vice versa, that's not the proper use of the word, but for example, I can go on build landing pages with this. I can, create different funnels. I can create all different products using the AI built in and creating a site that not only generates income over time, but this is just simply an example as to how I would do this. Some people ask me about WordPress. WordPress is okay. It's a little bit outdated, but most people use it. Like if I was to be honest, and I would do a survey of most people, like how do they blog? They're using outdated technology, which is WordPress. I have an advantage. I can go to any one of my pages. Let's just go to my homepage, for example, and this is a drag and drop page. I can edit this at any time. I don't have to pay for a theme. I don't have to worry about I don't have to worry about like malware on my site. I don't have to worry about I don't have to worry about hardware space or anything like that, or InNodes. That's what makes this super simple, and the design is super simple. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out. Bye.